Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about being paid by cash. Now I was talking to a guy the other day. He's a carpenter and he's set up on his own, I think 6 months ago, something like that. And he's primarily domestic, but he has done a little bit of commercial, like for one-off shops, that kind of thing. And he said to me that he's been taking cash payments, and he's finally consulted an accountant, and they've told him that he shouldn't really be doing that. Now, guys, what we're talking about here is taking a cash payment and not declaring it. Just do not do it. End of, full stop. Don't ever fall into the trap. It just isn't worth it. Full stop. End of. Don't do it. I've been telling people this for absolute years. It's not worth anything at all. So basically, it's quite simple. If you take a cash payment, don't get me wrong, you can take a cash payment and you can declare that and pay the tax on it. But what we're talking about is not declaring it. It's illegal. You'll go to prison. It is that simple. It will catch up with you. The taxman will not walk away from this one. They will go after you. It is a requirement to pay tax. It's a legal obligation to pay tax in this country. Just don't even think about not doing it. It is what it is. A lot of people have said that the two inevitable things that happen in life are death and paying taxes. Now, I don't really like the statement, but it is true. You got to pay tax. End of. These taxes go to, it's not like you don't get anything out of it. They go towards things that benefit you. So, you got to pay them, full stop. If you are thinking about starting on your own, don't ever fall into the trap of customers. This is very specific to domestic jobs, simply because, long story short, that customers seem to think that if they pay you cash, it goes under the radar, then they'll be getting a bit of a deal because you won't be paying tax on it. So effectively, you'll be 20% cheap or whatever it is, right? And that's the theory behind it. Now, I've been asked by, fair few customers, will you do it cheaper for cash? No, it doesn't benefit me. In the past, we considered taking cash payments, obviously declaring it. However, it's so much aggravation having to pay it into the bank. There's easier methods of being paid. Online backs transfer. We've got a card machine set up. You can call the office, pay by card, nice and easy. We used to accept checks. We don't like checks anymore because, again, it costs us to pay checks in. So we don't tend to do that, but it is another method. Yeah, I just highly recommend stay away from it. One of the main reasons for it is because if you're not paying tax on something and it's going under the radar, as it were, because you're breaking the law and it's illegal, if you ever come to wanting a loan, want to buy a house or anything like that, that money doesn't exist. It doesn't exist because you haven't paid tax on it. So therefore, in the system, you haven't got a good credit rating because you're not being paid. It is ridiculous that people think that it's the way forward. And anybody, absolutely anybody who takes cash payment and does this illegally, right, is ruining the industry. It allows customers to kind of have this hold on people. Well, I'm not going to pay the extra 20% or whatever it is because John down the road he'll do it for cash and he'll do it for cheaper. Now, on the flip side here for the customer, if they're paying cash, right, and this thing's going under the radar, as it were, then they've got no warranty, they've got no comeback if anything ever goes wrong or anything like that. It's unprofessional. Stay away from it. As a customer, stay away from it. As a contractor, stay away from taking payments. Just don't do it. It's illegal. Full stop. So, that is completely my view on it. And I do hear of the odd company here and there who are doing that. It's wrong on so many levels because ultimately you want money to come into your bank. You pay tax on it. It's all part of it. It goes towards basically your credit rating. You can't buy materials on account and things like that if you haven't got a good credit rating. So you're always going to be into this trap. So guys, just absolutely stay away from it. And again, anybody who's starting up, wants to start up on themselves or even do a bit of private work on their own, again, stay away from, by all means, be paid cash, but declare it how you're supposed to. It's a legal obligation. Now, what you can do, you can go onto the www.gov.uk website, and there's so much stuff online, so much stuff to go through. And if you need to look into this, you can consult an accountant or somebody that you know, or who is a bit more clued up on it. You can do that, but everything's online. It's free. It's made there so you can pay tax because you got to. It's simple. So by all means, one weekend, evening or whatever, spend a bit of time researching it, taking notes down, and if you then want to go to an accountant or whoever, speak to them and ask what your obligation are. I mean, in the beginning, if you're starting up, I do recommend that you do consult an accountant just so you get into the flow of things. Then you might find that you don't need an accountant to do as much, so therefore it costs you less. But in the beginning, it's really important. It will catch up with people. I have known people in the past to be done by customs and revenues. It happens, and there's a reason for it. And anybody who isn't paying tax isn't contributing to the tax system, which affects other people who are paying tax. So yeah, stay away, guys. Don't even bother. Don't even think that it's a good idea. There's no positive other than you thinking that you're getting work. But again, what I find is that with customers, the customers that I've always worked for, and my returning customers, they all do things above board as well. So therefore, there's no problem. There's no issue. So they completely expect to pay the VAT, even VAT on things. We're not even talking about tax as such, but they expect to pay it all. And, they're the people that you want to look for, people who want to do things properly, surely. So, yeah, that's my advice. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it's been of some use. I know it sounded like a bit of a rant going on at you about don't take cash, but the truth is it's illegal. Don't do it. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.